This shoulder day was one of the best shoulder days I ever had. It was by far the most wrecked my shoulders have ever been. We did standing, we did a seated dumbbell shoulder press. We did lateral raises. We did rear delt raises. We did a new exercise that I've never seen before. I saw someone else and I copied it. You stand up against a wall and you drive a barbell forward above your head. One of the best finishers I've ever used in my entire life. Let's go see it. First up, we have seated shoulder raises with the dumbbells. Those were absolutely killer to start off this workout. We did about 3 to 4 sets, about 8 to 12 reps. Towards the end, we started getting a lot slower, but I kept feeling that burn, so I made personal judgment for yourself. That's what you guys have to do during these heavy sets. When you use a heavy set, but you're only getting about 6 reps in, but you feel that burn as if you were doing 8, that's okay. 6, 15, that's where you want to be. Any less, any more than that, not ideal anymore. But that seated shoulder press was absolutely crazy. Every time I drive the weight forward, I had no idea if it was going to go up, but it ended up going up almost every time. That was one of the best workouts, and I highly recommend you start with your next shoulder day workout with that too. Right up after that, we went into rear delt raises. Those are probably one of the best workouts I ever done for shoulders, as it really rounds off the shape. It's really, really good for that. I love that workout. It's one of my favorite things to do. You're always going to want to start off on the bench, feet facing forward, as most workouts will be. Feet facing forward, bend over a little bit, bend your back over so that way you're kind of hunched over the weight. You're going to want to grab it between your legs, so put the weight behind the soles of your feet, but in front of the bench. You're going to want to take that and you're just going to do it as you would a rear lateral raise. The way you do it is the same thing as a lateral raise. When you raise it, you're going to be focusing on trying to squeeze your shoulders together. That's basically the whole point. If you have a high enough weight, you will be getting that burn after about 8 to 12 reps. But if you're using a lighter weight, it might take a couple more reps depending on your strength level. But rear delt raise is one of the best to ever do it. Next up, we had a classic, lateral raises. Those are just absolutely amazing, especially on the cut. Lateral raises are going to be the key to getting those striations in your shoulders, especially in your frontal delts. Those lateral raises are going to be one of the best workouts to get those striations and get that really, like, you want to lower your body fat percentage. Those lateral raises are going to be one of the best exercises to create as much lean tissue as possible in your shoulders, and you'll end up seeing those striations as soon as possible. lateral raises are absolutely great. The one question that I always do get is, how do I make sure that my form is correct when you're doing lateral raises? There are many forms, but if, for example, you could do a combination of a side lateral raise and a frontal raise, which is, you could do it in the middle, which is what I was doing today. But if you were really going for just really want to isolate those frontal delts, I would not go all the way to the side because you could actually hurt yourself. Just go about 15 degrees in. So go all the way out so that you're a straight line, then come in about 15 degrees. That's a good form. You could bend your elbows a little bit and really just try to like work your frontal delts as much as possible, because when you keep your arms straight, you're working a lot of your lats. Very good for you too, but today was mainly a shoulder day, so I bent my elbows in. So front lateral raises can't go wrong. This last exercise, I only did one setup because I was absolutely fried already. And I'd asked this trainer in my gym, I was like, hey, can you show me a good workout for finishing off shoulders? And this is what he suggested. You take a barbell, you attach some weight, make sure you put some clips on at the end so that way that you don't, drop the weight if something goes wrong. So always have that clip on. You have the clip on that weight, you're going to basically deadlift it up just to get it up, and then you're going to find a weight that you're going to have the ability to kind of clean. You're going to have to kind of roll it up the wall or clean it up so you're right here. You want to keep your elbows tucked in, and you're going to want to push up, and as you push up, you're going to want to lean your head in so that the barbell is over your shoulders. When you bring it down, you just want it to go about chin level, not any lower. Might be a little unsafe, but the safest way to do this exercise is elbows in, make it so the bar comes right down to your chin, go all the way up and lean in forward just a little bit, not too much, just enough so that you're activating those frontal delts. That was one of the best finishers. I'm definitely going to incorporate that exercise into a lot of the upcoming shoulders to come. Let's go check out that pump. I don't have to tell you how good that pump was. That was just an absolute amazing pump, even considering something that a lot of people don't really talk about in their workouts. It's always very important for the preparation. You want to make sure you're drinking enough water, you got enough sleep, you ate enough food. Now, even though it's bright and early in the morning, I ate very well last night, so I'm still feeling good and ready and energized. The one thing that a lot of people do not talk about, though, in that preparation is that you're always going to actually want to use the bathroom before you go to the gym, because having to use the bathroom during your workout, which is actually what happened to me today, is a real annoying part of your workout. Like, imagine you're doing a really good sets and the pump is looking amazing, and then you got to go take a deuce. What are you going to do, So you got to be careful. Try and make sure you always prep yourself for the gym as much as possible for the best and most effective pump you'll ever see in your life. Tomorrow's back day. I'll see you guys there.